Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome you guys to the channel. We're Big Dog back with another one take review. And today I got one for STARGIRL episode, season 2, episode 9. Where things are getting more and more. Oh, Eclipso, you racist son of a. Oh, he's good at what he does, though, man. You can't deny the fact that the dude is good at what he does, and he is breaking the JSA and the entire team down. This time he was attacking the family. He was attacking Pat. He was attacking Mike. He was attacking Barbara. Because that's what things are. Court has pretty much had enough. Court is tired of waiting. She is going on a plan. Like her and Beth are trying to take down Eclipso. Rick's in jail. Yolanda's no longer returning phone calls. Everything is dismantled. Okay. But and I said this was going to happen. I said this was going to happen. I said that Eclipso was going to break them down completely. And the last people were Mike, Barbara, and Pat. We see the backstory as to, I think it's Glenn Gordon? Gordon, whoever the guy was who first found the black diamond. And we saw what he did and how he allowed Eclipso to take control. And we also discovered like how the JSA worked. The JSA thought, hey, this guy. Now, I just want to put something out there that I don't think a lot of people are talking about. Eclipso took out a lot of big names. Probably the most noticeable one for me was Dr. Fate. It's like a lot of members of the JSA were defeated by Eclipso. So it's just like, hey, we have to. Only way to defeat him is to kill the host, and if you kill the host, he goes back into the diamond, and he can't do nothing. The only thing you have to do is nobody touch the diamond, and that's pretty much what comes from like the conversation with the Shade, because the Shade called Eclipso real evil. Is it because Eclipso doesn't spare anybody? You see, Dr. Midnight had to deal with the fact that he's losing his daughter and everything. So I love how evil Eclipso is. I don't like him. Cause I'm sorry, Eclipso, you cold, but that racist stuff you did last week is gonna linger with me. Okay, I can't rock with you, people. Even the Joker had a line. He didn't rock with Nazis. Okay, so I got one that's racist, people. Nazis too, of course, but I'm just saying. So we continue in this episode because we see Pat was against killing. He's like, that goes against everything the JSA stands for. And then we get more detail. And I like the detail. STARGIRL is so good at this. It gives us information and backstory on certain things that happen. Because you look at the JSA, you think, these were the good guys. How did they lose to the bad guys? You know what I'm saying? How did they lose to the ISA? And we saw. Once they decided to kill Gordon, that changed everything. Everybody low-key went their separate ways until the ISA got back started doing their thing. But then, that's when the team got together, but it wasn't the same because they feel like they made a mistake, obviously. And even after it was done, even Starman was just like, you were right. Yeah. I really like that little detail, a little nugget about learning about what happened with the old JSA members and like the old team. Because I think I kind of wondered. I'm like, wow, how is this JSA team like the newly formed? But like last season, it was something that I thought, I'm like, how is this team now going to beat the ISA? And then you start thinking like, oh, they're more together. These guys had something traumatic happen to them, and that pretty much caused the separation to where they weren't the great team that they once were, and I like that. But the episode continues, and it's pretty much Eclipso's here. Like we knew Eclipso was going after everybody. Saw him go after Rick, and Rick's in jail. We saw him go after Yolanda. She's no longer a part of the team. He took out Cindy. She's gone. Isaac's dead. Artemis on the run. I still feel like he's going to go after Cameron eventually because I think he's going to affect everybody in Blue Valley, obviously. But he goes after Barbara, Pat, and Mike this episode. And it gets to you because it's just like these people, I don't feel like they were as prepared, especially Mike. And one thing I love about Eclipso though, it's like it's not like Eclipso is necessarily doing like saying anything that's not true. In certain regard, even when I think back to the episode when he was talking to Beth, Beth manipulated her way into Courtney's house, lied like her and Courtney was friends, and then stole the glasses. Talk about Yolanda. Yolanda did kill Brainwave. This episode, he's talking about Barbara betraying Jordan. I don't necessarily. I want. Well, he doesn't say it. He just pretty much shows up. She sees Jordan, and Barbara was the one. She realized very quickly, like, okay, this is Eclipso. You know what I'm saying? I'm not falling for this. This is Eclipso. This is Eclipso. This is Eclipso. Didn't matter though. Like she knows she's like and she's hallucinating, but it's Eclipso. Hallucinations are so strong. You start to feel like, okay, maybe this is real. Because I think back to in this episode as well when Gordon popped up on Pat, and like he was pretty much like, hey man, uh, this is like you have to pay for what happened to me, you know. And then you see Starman, you see Wildcat. That's when you pretty much realize like, okay, this is something just messing with. But you're so caught in the moment, you don't, you know what I'm saying? You kind of don't realize what's happening because when he was getting shot at, you hear the bullets ricocheting off things, like just feel so real. Mike, his dog gets killed. He sees that happen right in front of him. He's cold. You know, all of those things. It's just like Eclipso's illusions are top notch. You know, but eventually Barbara breaks out because of the shade, the help from the shade, and like I said, back like Eclipso's hallucination. Barbara was literally driving, and she was trying to crank her car. It wouldn't crank. But I can only imagine what Barbara was actually doing. Like she probably was cranking her car. You know how when you crank a car twice, you hear that like or whatever noise. That's probably what Barbara was sitting there doing the entire time. She didn't even realize. Mike on the ground screaming for his life. I don't even know. I don't. I'm kind of wanting to see like what exactly happens if nobody shows up and saves them. Because every time we've seen them, people have showed up and saved them. And another thing, Courtney, I guess he's learning to do is like she put their hands on the staff because the staff, I guess, is just light. You know what I'm saying? And we know the staff's used to combat Eclipso. Don't think it necessarily can defeat Eclipso just because of all the stuff we've heard about Eclipso and how powerful he is. I mean, and literally, he touched the staff, and the staff it's like been depressed for the past couple episodes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but things get even more crazy at the end. And this is not like crazy as like the word ending. This is where things are exposed because Pat has to tell Court how the JSA actually defeated Eclipso. They killed a man. And Court like, why didn't you tell me this before, Pat? Like this is information I feel like I should need to know. He's like, well, how's my mom gonna feel? And if I'm Pat, and I know this is like you just lied to her, don't lie again. I probably would have said, I don't know. I have to tell the court. I wanna say, oh, your mama already know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, like both of y'all kind of betrayed her trust. But think about this. It's been not like remember how Sidney Verman said, I'm gonna take out your friends, and I'm gonna take out your family, and then I'm gonna get you. Yolanda, Rick, Beth, Mike, Pat, Barbara. The next person left that Eclipso's going after is Courtney. I really want to know if he's going to use her father against her because that is a touchy subject for her. That's one of the things that her being a leader, like so many, like I feel like Court, and I hope they dedicate a whole episode to Eclipso trying to get to her. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Starbands comes back. I don't know. Maybe the staff starts back work. I need something like that because I'm really enjoying Eclipso's build. And like at the same time, we still don't know exactly what Eclipso's building to. We have we see. I think we're gonna see Green Lantern next episode. We still don't know what's going on with Thunderbolt and Jakeem. So much still left to go, but like my anticipation is so high because I feel like this show is knocking it out the park with every single episode. So yeah, if the video looks different, I literally recorded earlier and like only 3.5 minutes of it actually recorded. So I had to come home and re-record and stuff like that. But whatever, it's all good. You know, I don't mind talking about. I can talk about this all day and same stuff over and over. It really doesn't matter to me. But yeah, you guys let me know what y'all thought about this episode down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the vid. Hope you guys are staying safe, and I catch up with you guys later. Peace.